Turning our attention to the recent winter storms, they have helped move half of California out of the drought. The U.S. Drought Monitor map here released today shows almost the entire Bay Area drought-free. The yellow means abnormally dry, but not out of drought. Just 3 months ago, virtually all of California was in drought. Red and dark red from the end of November show extreme and exceptional levels. The Drought Monitor says the rain has improved soil moisture and stream flow levels, while the snow has increased mountain snowpack to above normal levels. This is the first time since summer 2020 less than half of California is considered to be in drought and less than a quarter of the state in severe or worse conditions. You can see the percent area in drought since February 2020. Pretty much all of the state was in moderate drought from May 2020 to this last report. KTVU's Tom Bakar joins us live from Lake Temescal in the Oakland Hills. Tom, this is a pretty dramatic change, but is it too early to take a victory lap here?
Yeah, it's too early to take a victory lap, but I can certainly say that the checkered flag is somewhere up there, and we're coming to it. Now, danger and delay and damage has been the hallmark of what's happened here in the last couple of months, but beyond that, and assuming that we don't have a lot of flooding, the fact of the matter is there's a real silver lining in all that snow and all that water up there. The onslaught of rain and snow is paying off in terms of the drought. The latest U.S. Drought Monitor map shows that fully one-half of California is now officially free of drought. The white areas are completely drought-free, and the yellow areas are abnormally dry. Even the beige and orange areas are in the lowest two drought levels, with none of California in the highest levels of extreme or exceptional drought. This was the end of last year. The entire state in various drought levels, much of it the highest levels, extreme or exceptional. Now, this is the latest drought map. Instead of 40 million Californians in drought, we're now under 10 million and declining. All of this is a huge reversal, or perhaps a great head fake by Mother Nature, from previous years, something scientists call weather whiplash.
So weather whiplash is something that we see here a lot in California. We see these extreme dry periods that immediately lead into very, very wet periods as well.
Looking back well over a century, we see a rapid succession of wet periods in blue-green and dry periods in orange, slowly trending toward more and longer dries than wets. Climate change is partially responsible for those big storms lining up one after another.
Climate change has made this worse, and that means that it's making our management of water more difficult because we're going from one extreme to the next very quickly.
Noah Diffenbaugh is a Stanford University climate scientist.
We know that the atmospheric rivers that make landfall along the Pacific coast in general are getting warmer. We know that the rain-snow line is overall is going up in elevation.
Now, the next official snow measurement takes place tomorrow, and that comes on top of already the snowiest October through February since 1970. So that means tomorrow is going to be a doozy, and we'll be covering it for you. Tom Bakar, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, Tom, I want to have you expound on that a little bit. You mentioned the snow survey. What are those experts you talked to today anticipating we will see from that measurement?
Well, he's sure that it's going to be a lot more, and one of the reasons he's sure of that is the reason they're doing it on the 3rd as opposed to always on the 1st is that there was so much snow up there, even though this site that they measure that we see all the time, even though it is right along Highway 50, the snow was so deep the last 2 days they couldn't even get to that particular point. So what they're expecting is that it is going to be significantly higher. And remember, this doesn't count for the final count until we get to the 1st of April. So anything that comes after that is going to be in the April measurement, which is likely to look even better than the one we're going to see tomorrow. That is really saying something. But again, the danger is if we get warm weather or warm rains, then we're going to see some significant flooding.
Yeah, certainly something to watch tomorrow. Tom, we know you'll be all over it. Tom Bakar live in the Oakland Hills for us. Tom, thank you. The latest map from the U.S. Drought Monitor shows that nearly half of the western U.S. is out of drought. The Drought Monitor says we can thank the, quote, copious precipitation from the atmospheric rivers at the end of last year. But to our north in Oregon, you can see areas of extreme and exceptional drought. Officials say reservoirs there remain depleted at record to near record low levels.
The National